Here we have a battery eliminator providing us with 4 volt voltage. Then we have our milliammeter to note down the current, and this circuit we have a bulb connected to a key. In this activity, what we are going to do is we are going to keep changing our resistance over here. The first resistance that we have is a small bulb, and we'll note down what is the current. So to begin with, let us look at the circuit, the connection of the circuit. We have the battery eliminator starting with positive end. Positive end of the battery eliminator goes to the positive of the milliammeter. From the negative of the milliammeter, the wire goes and connects to our resistance, that is our bulb. From the bulb, we go to the key. The key is open, so the circuit is not switched on. Point to remember when we connect a milliammeter or even an ammeter. An ammeter or a milliammeter is a device used to measure the current, and it has to be always connected in series with the circuit. And also to take care of that, the positive terminal of the milliammeter or an ammeter has to be connected to the positive of the battery eliminator, else you will not get the reading. Let us now begin this. Our circuit is open right now because the key is plugged out. Let me switch on the battery eliminator. You see the key is open and the current deflection in the milliammeter is showing 0 because the circuit is not complete. Now let me try to plug in the key and have a look at the bulb. The bulb glows and we can see a steady current flowing in this circuit. Let us measure the current starting from 0, 100, 200, and then we have at 300 we have the needle. The unit will be milliamps, so it will be 300 milliamp of current. Next, what we'll do is we will replace this bulb with a different resistance and then note down the current. So again, we are performing the same activity with the help of a Nichrome wire. Here I have a Nichrome wire. It is not a copper wire, it's a Nichrome wire having some resistance. Our key is still open, hence we see no current. Even though our battery eliminator is switched on, our key is not plugged in. We are still going to perform the experiment at 4 volt. So let us plug in the key and have a look at the milliammeter, what is the current being shown. I am plugging in the key. Let us read our milliammeter. Now we see a deflection of more than 300 milliamps. It is approximately 370 milliamps. So by changing the resistance over here, we see that the current is also increased. If the current is increased in the circuit, it means that the resistance of this Nichrome wire is comparatively less than the previous bulb. Now let us try to connect 3 bulbs in series and see what happens. So here we have 3 bulbs connected in series. Let us verify that. We start from the positive terminal. We go to the positive of the milliammeter. From the negative terminal, we are now moving ahead and we can see that it is directly connected to the bulb. From the other end of the bulb, it goes no junction directly to the next bulb. We continue further, no junction, and next we see the third bulb, followed by the key. Key is kept open and going back to negative. So these 3 bulbs are connected in series. So now when I switch it on at 4 volts, let us look at what is the current we get. So if 3 bulbs are having some resistance and are connected in series, what will be the total resistance? it will be larger than compared to single resistance. That means the total equivalent resistance of all these three bulbs connected in series will give us higher resistance. If the resistance is high, what do we expect in terms of current? The current will now reduce. For the same voltage, now the current value will come lesser compared to single bulb. For single bulb, we had got 300 milliamps. So let us see what we get now. Let me switch on the battery eliminator and let me plug in the key and let us note down what we get on our milliammeter. Here we go. As you can see, the bulbs are lit, but they are not of the same intensity. Let us read our milliamp reading. We see that it is less than 200 milliamps, approximately 180 milliamps. For single bulb, we had got 300, and now when we connect three bulbs, similar bulbs in series, we see that the current has reduced. This is because the total resistance or the total equivalent resistance of the circuit now is become high because we have connected three bulbs in series. Let us now try to connect these three bulbs in parallel and see what we get in terms of current. So now we have three bulbs connected in parallel. Let us try to verify that. We have the positive terminal of a battery eliminator connecting to the positive of the milliamp. From the negative of the milliamp, we are connecting it at a junction. Here we can see there is a junction formed and there are three wires coming out from here connecting to the three bulbs. Then from the other end of the bulbs, all the three wires meet at one point, forming a junction. And then we have open key and back to the negative terminal. This combination, what we see here, is called the parallel combination of the bulbs. Again, let me just repeat. How do you identify a parallel combination? If you had to flow the current, at this point, you would see a junction form. From the junction, the current would split because there is a junction. So always remember how to identify if it's a parallel combination. You will see a junction. From the junction, you have to again check if there is any resistance in series or parallel furthermore. This is a very simple circuit which shows you three bulbs connected in parallel combination. I have again kept it at 4 volt. Let us see what do we get. Let us focus ourselves on the milliammeter as we connect the key and see what do we get. We see that the bulbs are glowing, but on a milliamp the needle is gone way beyond 500. That means the current is very high, the bulbs are glowing. So we need a different instrument to measure the current. So let us do that. I have placed here an ammeter which is having a range more than 500 milliamps. So 500 milliamps would come somewhere here, and now it is having a range of 1 amps. So let me connect over there. The connection will be exactly the same. The positive terminal will go to the positive of the ammeter. So I'll connect over here, and the negative will continue with the circuit. Alright, so let us now again plug in the key and see what do we get. Here we go. We can see the three bulbs glowing bright and shiny, all three with the same intensity, and the ammeter reading, if you see, is somewhere close to 0.8 ampere, that means around 800 milliamps. Yes, you can see that the bulbs are glowing with the same intensity and the intensity is not decreased. Why do we see an increase in the current when the three bulbs are connected in parallel? Well, the answer is very simple. When you connect three resistors in parallel, the equivalent resistance of these three bulbs will be much less compared to single resistance, because when we find the total resistance or equivalent resistance of these three connected in parallel, we get 1 upon Rp equals to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon R3. That is why the total resistance of this will be very less. When the resistance is low, current will be high.